Want to talk a little Kambosos, Haney. Any updates? What's going on? Am I going to Australia in a couple of months?
I hope so. I've never been to Australia, so I'd like to go. I think George wants the Haney fight. I mean, look, it must be frustrating for George, as it was for Teo, that you're not actually undisputed. Like, you should be, but you're not. So this is like, I am if I win this fight, right? So I think that he wants to fight Haney. I know there's the Lomachenko option as well, but what are you actually, what's the fight for? It's just a defence. So it all depends on money, of course, and how much money can be generated in Australia. But Devin's ready to take that fight and ready to do it in Australia.
Have you talked to Devin about the prospect of, kind of him going to foreign soil and all that?
No problem. Devin is searching for greatness. So part of him actually would prefer to go and win the title in the backyard, the titles in the backyard.
That'd be fun to watch. That's another fun one. Last subject I want to talk about, AJ Usyk. Seems to that's the road we're on now. Is AJ coming stateside for training this time?
I think he'll be training in the UK, but with some new members to that training team. And I think once he starts camp, which we're looking at a May fight for Usyk. So once he starts camp, I think it's going to be an announcement from him and his team about any new members to that training team, and he'll be ready to fight Usyk come May.
When AJ talks about being more aggressive and kind of bringing the dog out more in the rematch, do you feel that's the right strategy for him? And why wasn't that part of the first fight, do you think?
He just felt that he could outbox him. Everyone said to him, "Don't try and box this guy. You couldn't possibly outbox him." And for some reason, he wanted to try and do that. But it's not just as easy as jump in and be reckless, and you got to be smart. But anyone who watched that fight knows that he needs to apply more pressure to Alexander Usyk. Usyk is brilliant. His footwork, his IQ, everything. So, but at the same time, if you start jumping in and being reckless, yeah, you could have success that way. But it's got to be smart pressure, and he feels like having shared 12 rounds of Usyk, he can beat him. He knows what he has to do, but he also has to do it on the night.
Another heavyweight fight, obviously, you're going to be involved in, Fury versus White. I feel that press conference and that press tour, all that, you must be looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what we live for, and we had the purse bids last week, waiting for the contracts from the winner of that purse bid, Queensberry and Top Rank. And, I think it's a great fight. I think Dillian Whyte has a great shot in that fight because, Fury, the talk of the undisputed, and he didn't want to do that with Usyk, and the AJ fight, he's left a lot of money on the table. So how motivated is he for a Dillian Whyte fight? And Dillian Whyte's dangerous. Like, he's a strong heavyweight. And if you trade up left hooks with him, you're going to sleep. So I'm excited.
He's been waiting for a while, too, a very long
chance.
Yeah. Looking forward to that, man. All that stuff. Man, talk about the businessman of boxing, man. Do you get sleep?
It's good to be busy. It's good to be busy. Not a lot of sleep, but, we're always active.
Yeah, excellent. Eddie Hearn, thank you so much for your time, brother. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.